Top 4.5 air pack certified under NFPA 1981. I'm going to start by unscrewing the bottle. These are 45-minute bottles rated at 4,500 PSI. It's a carbon fiber wrap with an aluminum core. The main things you want to check on the bottle, first thing, the hydrostatic test date. This one was put into service on 12/14. It needs to be hydrostatic tested every 5 years, so in 2019 this one will be due. They have 15-year service lives. You're going to want to check your valve, making sure it retracts freely and it locks in place. And you want to check your air gauge here, making sure that it is within 90% capacity, which is 4,000 PSI, so it's full to be in service. Putting the bottle aside, we'll go to the harness assembly. The main things you want to check is the plastic composite back frame, making sure there's no cracks, anything rendering it out of service. On the back side here, making sure there's no cracks, anything rendering out of service. You want to check your padding, making sure no padding is popping out. On the shoulder straps as well. Alrighty. Then you want to go into your buckles and straps. Just make sure your buckles lock and that these straps tighten and hold in place. You're also going to check if there's any frays on the straps or any signs of heat stress, which would be an orangish looking color. Up top with the shoulder straps as well, make sure they hold in place. No fraying, no signs of heat stress. You want to check your quick disconnect. It's here on the left shoulder strap. Push it in. Pulls right out. You want to check these pins, making sure they're aligned and centered, clear of debris. Also making sure the couplings are clear of debris. Clicks right back in. Turning the pack over, you're going to want to check your rescue strap, making sure it's intact and firm. And you're also going to want to check your retention latch, making sure it's intact and firm and it locks down in place on your bottle. Going into your bottle lock, making sure it retracts freely. And you're also going to go into your buddy breather pouch. The main things you want to look for in this pouch is that it's a 3-foot hose, no frays, no kinks, nothing rendering out of service. You want to make sure this rubber cover is intact. It keeps the couplings clean and protected, and making sure these are actually clear of debris. You're going to want to check your pressure reducer device right here, making sure it's intact and on the harness sturdy. You're going to want to check your threadings, CGA threadings, compressed gas association, making sure you see no cross threading or signs of debris. This little O-ring in here is the main cause of leaks in these packs, so make sure that's there and intact. You're going to check your UAC, universal air connection, making sure that rubber cover is there and the pin is centered and aligned, clear debris. And your pack saver, making sure that's clear debris as well. Moving to this side, your battery cover. These new packs take 6 AA batteries with a number 4 Phillips head screwdriver, making sure that's intact. At this point, I'm going to put my bottle in. So you screw it in, make sure there's no cross threading. Again, making sure your retention latch does latch down and hold your bottle in place. And making sure your bottle did click into your bottle lock here. So at this time I turn on my bottle, you're gonna hear the pass alarm go off and the vibra alert go off. Vibra alert, pass alarm. So going over the gauge, you want your gauge to be within 100 psi or 10% of the actual bottle pressure. So it's a glow-in-the-dark gauge. This light here is indicating your bottle pressure. It's in equivalence with your heads-up display. These lights here, when the pre-alerts go off at 20 seconds for your pass alarm, they'll flicker red, as you can see. Going over your heads-up display and regulator, you want to make sure its holster is clear of debris, and also the regulator in which you breathe out and click into your mask is clear of debris. You want to check your bypass valve, making sure it's giving off positive pressure. You want to check your mask lock, making sure it retracts. And your air donning switch, making sure it retracts as well. So for your heads-up display, it's 4 total lights. 2 solid green lights is 100% capacity. 1 solid green light is 75% capacity. 1 blinking yellow light is 50% capacity, and 1 flickering red light is 25% capacity. The vibra alert on these packs sound at 33% capacity, and on the old packs it's 25% capacity. So at this point, we're going to take you through all 4 steps of the pass alarm, which are the motion to seize, the manual alarm, and the manual seize, and the full alarm. So we're going to start with the motion to seize. At 20 seconds, it's going to start sounding the pre-alerts, and we're going to shake it to stop it. So that's your motion to seize. The manual alarm, we're going to manually set off the pass alarm by clicking the red button and seize it by clicking the yellow button. The manual seize, at 20 seconds, it's going to go off, and we're going to manually hit the yellow button to seize it. One click, manual to seize, and the next one we'll go through is the full alarm when it starts playing off. Alrighty. So the last things you'll need to do is just check your lines. Coming out of your pressure reducer device here, on the left side is your high pressure line. So what you're going to want to do is just check for any frays, kinks, or leaks. Goes into your gauge, comes back out of your gauge, goes into the pressure reducer device, and back into your low pressure or breathable air, making sure this line is also free of frays, kinks, or any leaks. After you've done that, you can turn off your bottle and go through each step of the heads-up display lights. So again, 2 solid lights, 100%. We're gonna slowly purge it. You got your 1 green light, that's 75%. Slowly purge it, you're gonna see the blinking yellow light at 50%. Blinking yellow light at 50%. The vibra alert's gonna sound at 33%, so right between the yellow and the flickering red, you're gonna hear the vibra alert start going off. So there's your vibra alert and the flickering red light at 25%. Finish purging it out. And to turn off your bottle, you just 2 clicks of the yellow button, it's off.